Who is Nashi, you ask? What fate befell his birth village and his parents? And how has he crossed paths with other planeswalkers and visited far-off planes? These questions and much more will be answered as we delve into his story. So, take a moment, settle in and join me on this journey into the lore of Magic the Gathering. Nashi is a Nezumi, a race of anthropomorphic rat folk native to the plane of Kamigawa. This plane, steeped in Japanese-inspired culture, is a place of spirits, mysticism, and advanced technology. Even its name, Kamigawa, translates to River of the Gods or Divine River. Nashi's life, however, has been anything but serene. Orphaned at a young age, he lost his family and his entire village to a tragic act of violence. Yet from those ashes, his story begins anew. After the destruction of his home, Nashi was adopted by the kind and wise planeswalker Tamiyo and her husband Genku. They took him in, giving him a second chance at life. With them, he found a home in Otawara, a breathtaking city that floats upon the clouds of Kamigawa. This sanctuary in the skies became the foundation for Nashi's remarkable journey, a journey that bridges loss and hope, grief and growth across the vast multiverse. Nashi is a young Nezumi with a striking appearance. His fur is bright white, marked with unique gray spots, a pattern that sets him apart from others of his kind. His style reflects both his resourcefulness and his rebellious streak. With the Reckoner Gang, he dons a sharp black leather jacket, adorned with edgy cuts and silver rings that line the edges of his ears. However, in the chaos of New Phyrexia's invasion of the multiverse, Nashi's ingenuity truly shone. He crafted a set of makeshift metal armor and a helmet pieced together from salvaged scraps, a testament to his survival skills and quick thinking. A microchip embedded at his temple grants him control over drones and other advanced technologies, blending his natural knack for invention with the plane's evolving tech. As an artificer, Nashi's talents are exceptional. He's a natural tinkerer, constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But his abilities go beyond machinery. He's inherited a modified version of his mother Tamiyo's story magic. Using this unique power, Nashi can cast spells derived from surveillance footage, turning the stories and moments he observes into magical energy. It's an extraordinary combination of artistry and innovation, making Nashi a character both fascinating and formidable. Nashi's early life was forever shaped by tragedy. Born in a small Nezumi swamp village in rural Kamigawa, his people lived in harmony with the land, drawing strength from the natural world around them. But their peaceful existence was shattered when Tezzeret, a powerful planeswalker from the Infinite Consortium, came to Kamigawa in search of magical artifacts hidden in the swamp. When the Nezumi refused to sell their land, Tezzeret grew impatient and sent his ruthless second-in-command Baltrice to force the village into submission. Baltrice's mission was grim. He was to assassinate the village's chief, knowing that only the chief's son could be persuaded to trade the land. But upon arriving, he discovered that the chief's son had deliberately misled the consortium, providing them with faulty intel as a form of retaliation. In a fit of rage, Baltrice set the village ablaze, unleashing a fire elemental that ravaged everything in its path. Nashi's parents died in the flames, and the young Nezumi was left gravely wounded. The fire had scarred his body, leaving him with permanent burns, and a cruel twist of fate saw him marked by the fire elemental that had been summoned. But despite this devastation, the story did not end there. Tezzeret, who had grown complacent and reckless, was betrayed by his own subordinates. They left him brain dead in the ruins of the village, a once proud planeswalker, now reduced to a helpless shell. The Nezumi, seeing an opportunity in Tezzeret's weakness, captured him, keeping him alive until the day a dark and powerful dragon named Nicol Bolas arrived. Bolas, ever the opportunist, struck a bargain for Tezzeret's body, marking the beginning of a dangerous new chapter in the tale of Nashi and his people. Through these events, Nashi's life was irrevocably altered. The flames that claimed his family did not consume his spirit. They forged him into a survivor, one who would eventually find new purpose, a new family, and embark on a journey that would span the multiverse. Over time, Nashi's physical wounds began to heal, but the emotional scars lingered. His once dark fur grew back in patches, the areas where the fire had seared him now covered in soft white. The unique pattern that emerged set him apart from other Nezumi, a constant reminder of the tragedy he endured. After losing his parents, Nashi was placed with various foster families, but he struggled to find a sense of belonging. Each new home felt like an attempt to erase the memory of his real parents, a pain he couldn't bear to endure. He rejected them all, unable to let go of the life he had lost. Then, Tamiyo entered his life. A kind and compassionate planeswalker, she understood his pain without trying to diminish it. She didn't demand that he forget his parents or force him into a mold he couldn't fit. Instead, she offered him something he hadn't felt in a long time: acceptance. Tamiyo insisted he call her by her name alone, emphasizing their equality and her respect for him. It was this simple but profound gesture that finally broke through Nashi's defenses, allowing him to embrace his new family without feeling like he had to let go of his past. Though Nashi found love and warmth in his new family, he couldn't shake the feeling of being different. Among his Soratami siblings, who could soar gracefully through the skies of Kamigawa, he felt like an outsider, tethered to the ground by his Nezumi heritage. Their ability to fly seemed like a freedom he could never attain, and the frustration of this disparity gnawed at him. Still, Nashi found ways to cope. His natural curiosity and talent for tinkering became outlets for his grief and a bridge to new friendships. He dove headfirst into the world of technology, crafting ingenious gadgets and finding solace in the precision and creativity it offered. It was through this passion that he began to forge his own identity, separate from his family's abilities. When the Leonin planeswalker Ajani visited their home, Nashi's initial reaction was distrust. Ajani, with his towering frame and somber demeanor, seemed an intimidating presence. But as Nashi learned of Ajani's pain, his deep sorrow over the loss of his close friend, Elspeth Terrell, the young Nezumi saw a reflection of his own struggles. Empathy blossomed between them, and Nashi began to understand that even heroes carry heavy burdens. Nashi's greatest source of inspiration, however, came from the tales his mother Tamiyo had gathered from across the multiverse. The stories of distant planes, powerful beings, and wondrous possibilities filled him with awe. They ignited a dream within him, to one day see these places with his own eyes and live adventures that could become stories of his own. In his heart, Nashi was not just a survivor, but a dreamer, eager to explore the vast unknown. Nashi's journey through the multiverse has taken him to several remarkable planes, each filled with its own stories and dangers. Using omen paths, planar portals created first by Kaldheim's World Tree and later by New Phyrexia's Invasion Tree, Nashi experienced firsthand the vast and diverse worlds beyond Kamigawa. These pathways, now a central means of interplanar travel, allowed him to step into new realms and broaden his horizons. Kamigawa, the plane of Nashi's birth and where his journey began. Deeply influenced by Japanese culture, Kamigawa is a world of spirit and technology, where the past and future collide. Nashi grew up here, surrounded by the floating cities and enigmatic spirits that define his homeland. Thunder Junction, a chaotic and untamed realm. Thunder Junction is a plane steeped in lawlessness and adventure. It represents a stark contrast to Kamigawa's structured blend of tradition and innovation, challenging Nashi to adapt to its wild and unpredictable nature. Duskmourn, a haunting plane consumed by darkness and terror, Duskmourn presented one of Nashi's most perilous adventures. This nightmarish world, dominated by the living entity Valgavoth, pushed Nashi's resilience and ingenuity to their limits as he fought to survive and uncover its secrets. Ravnica, a sprawling, city-covered plane where guilds hold sway over every aspect of life. Ravnica's intricate politics and endless urban landscapes offered Nashi an entirely new kind of challenge. Here, he had to navigate a world where alliances and rivalries can shape destiny itself. Nashi takes center stage in the Duskmourn House of Horror trailer, solidifying his role as a key figure in the lore surrounding this chilling plane. Through these adventures, Nashi continues to grow, not just as a tinkerer and artificer, but as a symbol of hope and ingenuity across the multiverse. His travels remind us that even those who start with nothing can rise to meet extraordinary challenges. Stay tuned and join us next time to follow Nashi as he ventures into the haunted, shifting realms of Duskmourn and beyond. Until then, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next part of this incredible journey.